What up, QC crew? King Day is in the mother building.
Warning. Everything said in this video and on this platform is strictly my opinion and all alleged. Here, we speak about hot topics on YouTube and other social media platforms for entertainment and conversational purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised.
What it do? It is your homie King Day here in King's Corner, and I am back with another reaction video for you. Now look. Y'all, I have ran across another one of these story times. It is a 4-part story time here on TikTok. A girl says that her ex-girlfriend of 4 years was cheating on her with her dad and her twin brothers. And when I say cheating on her with her, I mean that person's biological family, okay? Look, it's a short one, so we're going to be here for a good time and not a long time. I ain't going to hold you. I never do. If you fuck with me like I fuck with you, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share. We're going to get straight into this video. Let's get it. Let go.
Okay, so this is the story time on how I found out my ex-girlfriend of 4 years was cheating on me with her dad and her twin brothers. Okay, before we hop into the story, I'm going to give y'all a little background. So, we're both the same age, and at the time that we started dating, we were both 17. So, I was 17, she was 17, but she's a couple months older than me. So, we met in school, and we were really close friends before we ever started dating. So, I know we didn't start dating until our junior year, but we started talking, like, at the end of my sophomore year. So, we were getting, like, closer and closer and closer. So, the more, like, closer we got, the more she started opening up about, like, her past, her family, like, what she do in her free time, all stuff like that. So, when we were friends, she didn't really open up about, like, what been going on in her family and stuff. It took us to start dating until she started telling. So she comes to tell me that her mom and her dad was separated. They were married, but then they got separated.
I just want to let y'all know, I don't know what type of setting she has going on, and I hope this does not happen on every single part of this video. This is just part 1, but every time she restarts the video, the volume is super low, and then it gets a little higher. It's not really loud enough. So if you're wondering why it's like a burst of like loud audio coming from her videos, it's because I bumped it up, and then it kind of fades in. So that's something she got going on. That ain't me, but let's finish.
Both of them still live in the same city, the city that we lived in, but they live in different places. So her mama lived in a house and her daddy lived in an apartment. So she said that they had been separated since she was about like 10, but like they was still cool, like they kept contact or whatever. But the reason why they had separated was because the daddy cheated on the mama and got the he cheated. So the daddy got the woman pregnant, then the daddy and the woman moved in together. Y'all already know how that shit go, blah blah blah, evil stepmother, shit like that. So now she has an evil stepmother, and she got 3 other siblings. It's the 2 boys and then the sibling that's gonna be on the way from the stepmama. So me and her mom had a closer relationship because first of all, she lived with her mom, so she was there 24/7. Mama will always talk about the daddy, how abusive he was, how much of a cheater he was, and how he just genuinely didn't have respect for their relationship because he didn't take time to spend time with them. So I'm thinking that they hated him, like he was the worst person in the world. So she wouldn't really even see the daddy that much. She would see him like 4 times in a month, 4 to 5 times in a month. So fast forward 4 months into our relationship, she started talking more to her father and getting closer with him. So okay, so this is the story time on how I found part 2 on how I found out my ex-girlfriend of 4 years was cheating on me.
That sound better.
And her brothers. So like I was saying before, she was not really close with her daddy or whatever. So once they started talking after 4 months of us being together, it kind of like made me like question, like, was everything you was telling me true? Because it just seemed to me yesterday you and your mama was talking about how much y'all him and how much y'all didn't like him because of the level of respect he had for you, but now y'all on the phone every night. But you know, then again, I ain't questioning it because at the same time, that's her parent, and you know, you only live once, and sometimes you just want to get close to that parent no matter what they have done to you, because at the end of the day, that's your blood, that's your parent. So I didn't start questioning anything because I'm just like, okay, that's her daddy. They just want to be cool. Until fast forward like 6 months into the relationship, she started sleeping over his house more. And me, I'm thinking in my head, you barely know these people. And it took you 2 months to get to know him a little bit for you to start sleeping over his house like you is. And I'm not just saying 4 days out of the month, went to 6 days out of the month. No, it went to like 10, 15 days out of the month she was sleeping over there. So me, I'm getting a little suspicious because you don't know these people. That's really my biggest thing. So eventually she bring me over there to meet her daddy or whatever, and I meet the whole family. I meet him, both of her brothers, and the stepmama that's pregnant. They all seem cool or whatever, but her daddy was giving me weird vibes. The vibes that he like little kid vibes, like he have them wondering eyes. So I told her, I'm just like, girl, you was right about your daddy. He is a little weird. And for the first time, she started getting so defensive. Offended. Like, girl, don't talk about my daddy, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. I'm just like, oh, okay. So after she did all that, I ain't talking about him no more. I ain't even
Hold on. Before we continue, I just want to ask y'all a quick question. Y'all know I'm nosy. How do y'all feel about people who be like, I can talk about my daddy, I can talk about my brother, my mama, my cousin, but you can't? How y'all feel about them type of people? As I have grown older and gotten wiser and more mature, I stopped talking about certain people, period. You know what I'm saying? You have a group of friends and y'all just venting and y'all talking about this and talking about that, and you want to put your little 2 cents in and you want to be included in the conversation. I don't find myself being included in those conversations. I make sure I exit stage left. If I don't exit stage left, I'm just taking in what y'all saying about y'all people. I do not feel a need to tune into those conversations to voluntarily tell my business. I'm not going to ask you about your business if I'm not willing to tell mine. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, I used to be one of them people like, I could talk about them, but you can't. But I had to realize too, you know, when it comes to certain people in your life, if you're talking about them and you're only showing that you respect them to a certain extent, how do you expect somebody else to? You know, that's just like if you have a parent and your parent is a bully to you, like just a straight up bully, just mean and just nasty to you, right? But if somebody do something to you in the neighborhood or at school or at somebody else's house, oh, they gonna go crazy for you. They got your back 100%. But it's like all these people see you disrespect your child. You abuse your child. You act like you don't care about your child, like your child ain't nothing. So they feel like if you can treat a person that you gave birth to like scum, why can't I? You know? And I totally feel like, nah, I can't talk about them and you can't talk about them at the end of the day. Because that's my family or that's my friend. You can't sit around a group of your friends and tell all of your other friend business. Just yapping about it. Whoopty, 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 whoop. And then as soon as they say something, remember that friend you was talking about? Yeah, that friend was dumb for doing this. She was dumb for doing this. It's like, wait, hold up. Because I can't have one friend talking about my other friend, but at the end of the day, you started talking about your friend first. So y'all let me know. How y'all feel about them type of people? I used to be that. I own it. I used to be that. But you can't go off defending your friends and family after you done already disrespected and talked about them first. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. But let's go. Let's finish this story. That girl said, look, I could talk about my daddy, but you can't. Let's get it.
Because I felt uncomfortable. But let's fast forward to when things started getting a little freaky. So one day I was at her mama's house and we was chilling on her bed or whatever. We was both on our phones watching TikTok. So her mama come in the door and she gives her like this little bag or whatever. So she opened the bag and she look in and she look at me and she just tossed the bag to the side. So me, I'm nosy as hell. I'm like,
what's in the bag? Right.
I'm like, girl, just some condoms that I got in health class. So me, I'm curious. I still want to see. So I'm like, okay, let me see one of them condoms. So she give it to me. First of all, the condom is this big. So I open the condom. Why the condom this long? I'm like, I just got one of those bags the other week. The condoms did not look like that. They was this small and this long. I'm like, ain't no way that they give you them condoms. What they give you them for? She talking about, well, you just got the same condoms last week. Why you asking me all these questions? So I ignore her and I threw it to the back of my head because, ho, you sneaky. I'm gonna make a part 3 because this getting too long. Part 3 on how my ex-girlfriend of 4 years was cheating on me with her dad and her twin brothers. Okay, so after I found the condoms, I just let it go and I ain't think about it no more. So when we get back to school, I was kind of noticing that she was getting closer to one of the friends that we used to be friends with before we had got together. But remember, I told y'all we didn't really talk to those people no more. So I was kind of getting like suspicious. So my suspicions led me all the way to that phone. And while I was looking through it, I seen that the most recent message was from the friend that we used to be friends with. Her name is Kay. So off the bat, I could tell that they was talking about some weird shit. So the first thing that I see is my girlfriend sending a positive pregnancy test to Kay. And then Kay turns around and says, "Oh my God, who's the daddy? Who's the daddy?" So I start laughing like I'm thinking it's fake until I scroll up. And she responds with, "Girl, I don't know, but this not right. I got to get rid of it." So I'm just sitting there like, this cannot be true. Like, not my girlfriend. So I'm just scrolling up in the messages because I'm like, they had to mention who the baby daddy could possibly be, because I know it's not just no random. So I'm thinking if it's like somebody from our school, somebody that she met a while ago, because at this point I'm like, who is this girl? So I scroll up some more, like I'm scrolling
So
deep,
this all
y'all,
high school
because I'm
stuff.
trying to see every single message, and I'm like fast glancing it, like. And I come up onto one message. Kay say, she said, "Girl, we too young for a train. You bold." A train? So then my girlfriend say, "Girl, that was 2 Mondays ago. Let it go." So I'm like, but 2 Mondays ago, you was at your daddy's house all day. After that, y'all, I put it down. I didn't want to see no more. I just waited till the next day because school was the next day. That was a Thursday, and school was going on Friday. And I confronted Kay. I'm just like, so you knew this, then the third was going on, and you ain't tell me? Because I felt so betrayed, because I'm like, we was all friends, like we was cool, and I'm thinking that you cool with me, but you know it's some going on behind my back, and you didn't tell me. That is weird. You a weirdo.
Her loyalty don't lie with
girl,
you.
You might as well tell me the rest, because I'm going to find out on my own anyway. Y'all, she started telling me everything. So she said the first time my ex-girlfriend started doing it was a year into our relationship. And that's kind of weird because remember I told y'all I was noticing that she was going over there more, but she started sleeping over there more too. So my first initial thought was maybe she just meeting somebody over there, like somebody coming to her daddy house, because when she be at her mama house, I be over there. So I cut Kay off and I'm like, well, who is this person that she's sleeping with? Is this somebody in the school? Like, who is this person? Do I know them? She like, yeah, you know them. She like, yeah, you know them. So I'm like, is it one of our friends? So I'm trying to get her to tell me who it was, because I'm like, is it somebody that's our friend and whatever? She not saying nothing. Like, her voice just started getting real little and she started looking around, and I'm just like, what are you getting nervous for? Like, what are you trying to tell me? So Kay said she hasn't been messing around with just one dude. She's been messing around with 3. And you know all 3. So I'm like, how do I know them? Like, let me know. Just please let me know. Let me know now. Like, I'm getting irritated and I just want to know. And she says because all 3 of them are related. Part 4 on how I found out my ex-girlfriend of 4 years was cheating on me with her father and her twin brothers. So after she told me that I knew all 3 of them because all 3 of them were related, I knew exactly who she was talking about. I knew all 3. And I tell y'all, I was so sick to my stomach. Imagine you having a girlfriend and you think that y'all locked in, but whole time she's sleeping with 3 of her family members. Not 1, but 3. So after that, I just started asking a whole bunch of questions because I'm trying to get as much information as possible because I need to see if this shit is really true. So the first thing I asked is, how long have they been doing this? And she tells me they've been doing it for like over 2 years now. So I get mad because I'm like, you've been knowing they've been doing it for 2 years and you didn't tell me and we were supposed to be friends? Are you serious? Then she started making all these sap ass excuses, but I didn't want to hear. I just wanted to ask more questions. So the second
How you more mad? It seems like, which this is high school. You know how high school be. But how you more mad at the friend than you are your girlfriend? Seem like that girlfriend, that friend ain't got to tell you nothing that your girlfriend is doing. Like she said, they were all friends, but then her and the girlfriend got together and they kind of like, slid her to the side. So some type of way, the friend and her ex-girlfriend got close again on a friend level. Started telling each other secrets and all of that type of stuff. So that's wild. But okay.
second thing I asked her was, did the stepmama notice? Because I could always peep that the stepmama ain't really like me. So I asked her,
Why was she not like you?
She's talking about, yeah, but she ain't know about the daddy. She only knew about the two brothers. You're okay with having an 18-year-old sleep with your 13-year-old
13?
sons? But not even that. Y'all half related. So then the last thing I asked her is, how long have her and the daddy been doing it? Because I really need to know that. So she said they had only been doing it for about 6 months.
Only?
But right after she told me that, my girlfriend had started walking up. And I'm looking at her like, and Kay looking at her like, and before I could even say anything, she already knew what was up. So her and Kay started fighting, baby and all. So when they finally got pulled apart, they were arguing back and forth, and Kayla was calling her a pedophile, a brother, a daddy. And then my girlfriend turns around and say, but you your daddy too. So you telling me whole time y'all was bonding over y'all daddy? Like, what type of shit is that?
That's what she
And I
didn't
just started
tell
bursting
you.
out laughing, and I had to walk away. Part 4 on how I...
That's exactly why she didn't tell you. These two were up and they probably did most of they, talking on the phone. Instead of having a track record, instead of having a text message thread. And oh girl, like, I did that before too. Or whether she wanted to, she didn't want to, whether it was a case of, it was a forceful situation. Everybody just being abused in this case. And then, hold on, 13 and then only 6 months with the daddy. Whoa. I wasn't expecting none of that. I mean, I knew what to expect from the first sentence that the girl said out her mouth. Her ex was sleeping with her twin brothers and her daddy, but bruh, then you got another friend in the friend group who's sleeping with her daddy or slept with her daddy. What is really going on?
So I'm gonna respond to this comment because a lot of y'all been asking me this and a lot of y'all been talking about this in the comments. So no, her mama did not know at all. Like, her mama had no idea. The reason why she threw the condoms in the room was because the girl had already had the condoms, and the mama was trying to see what the girl would say if she saw her throw the condoms in the room, because she knew I was gonna ask. So the mama ain't found out none of this shit until after I found out, because I told her. But the mama already knew something was up because of the automatic switch she had. Remember, I told y'all she was talking about this man, dogging this man through the dirt, dogging the whole family. And then she turned around and started going over there a lot, all the time. So the mama already had her suspicions, and when she threw the condoms in the room, she like, oh yeah, I know something up. Because ain't no way you just got them big ass condoms for no reason. So yeah, like, the mama did not know. So yeah. So I'm gonna respond to this.
So she got big condoms, and I'm assuming it was for her dad because her twin brothers were 13, right? So what? How she end up pregnant if they using protection? I don't know, yo. This wasn't what it was. It's not sitting well with me. It is not sitting well with me at all, y'all. Let me know y'all thoughts on this one down below. I have intention on, a couple times out the week throwing some super short videos out there for you guys. I know we don't always want to tune into super long content. 30, 45 minutes be cool. And sometimes I drop an hour and a half, an hour 45, So we are going to get into some super long videos, okay, where there's probably 15, 20, 25 part series. And then, you know, I chop those up into 3 or 4 different videos, but you will get all of them in the same day. So we're going to work our way up to that. But I wanted to throw, you know, something slight out there. We approaching the weekend, and so far, just about everything I've put out has been on the longer side. So for those of you who like to come chill with your girl King Day and tune into a video, you probably don't have much time. This video is for you, all right? Don't think that this is forever. This is not forever. This is not always. I'm a dibble dabble, throw some long out there, throw some short out there. You never know. But the best way to know is to make sure you are subscribed and you hit the bell, because if you turn on your post notifications, you'll know every time I drop a video. And if you click on that video the moment you get the notification, voila, you will know how long the video is. All right. Look, if you like videos from me and you want to see more is to come. Once again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, because right now, King Day is out. Peace. The motherfucking building.
Run it up was up. JBRISKO, not know where was up. Run that shit, we had all the show. Say that shit for your camera.